Happy 30th anniversary to the Goosebump episode, Night of the Living Dummy 2. I'll admit, when this episode premiered, when it had the title, it said Night of the Living Dummy 2, I was like, wait, where's part 1? I never understood why they skipped part 1. But I read on the internet it was because it was rolled too scary. It's because Slappy was more popular than Mr. Wood. I was a big fan of Slappy. Night of the Living Dummy is still my favorite book. Night of the Living Dummy 3 is my favorite episode. And Night of the Living Dummy 2, yeah, it's the runner-up. I can still see why a lot of people do like the Haunted Mask the best of the Goosebump episodes, but yeah, Night of the Living Dummy 3 is my favorite. And when that episode premiered, I was waiting. When are they gonna do that? Because whenever they showed the Cuckoo Clock of Doom, the opening, it showed the clip of the Slappy, so I knew they were gonna do it in this season. I'm just like, oh man! And whenever in January, they showed the promo. Now, when they had the promo, Slappy's voice was different. He had more like a radio disc jockey's voice. You got that right, kiddo. Yeah, I think he even says the lines aren't even in the episode, or maybe he does. Maybe he does say the lines just with a different voice, but I have to go back and watch it again. But, man, when that episode premiered, I was waiting. This was actually the first episode I recorded. And I didn't really record that many, if I think about it. But in Night of the Living Dummy 2, it opens up with the family doing their family night. The son, Jed, is it Jeb or Jeb? Well, I'll just call him Jeb. Jeb basically shows a video that plays the Goosebumps theme music in a new beat, showing all the family members doing stuff embarrassing, like the mom cheating on her diet, dad getting his wig just right, the sister hogging the bathroom, and the other sister wearing the sister's sweater, which makes her hit stop on the video. It kind of reminds me of Chevy Chase hitting stop on that tape in Spies Like Us. Of course, unlike Chevy Chase, she gets mad, starts insulting her little brother, and her older sister gets mad at her for wearing her clothes. And then, well, Amy's now going to do her ventriloquist act with Dennis, only Dennis's head falls off, which was mentioned in the back of the book. Dennis keeps losing his head, literally. And, yeah, she gets a new dummy, which, of course, is Slappy. And she finds the card, she reads the words, and then when she hugs Slappy, the camera moves around her, and his eyes turn evil. Oh, it comes back, whenever it goes back from a commercial break, is fortunately the guy on YouTube, the Goosebump channel, I think is what it's called, has the original airing with the commercial breaks. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's got the cameras right there. You're looking at it right there. Okay. It comes back in her room practicing, but then when Slappy starts talking in his voice, and this is when you finally learn that the voice in the promo is not the same voice in the episode. He even speaks whatever, yeah, we don't have to. And Amy's like, what what did she think was going on? Hearing things or something? I don't know. Well, she puts Slappy up. He knocks over Dennis, and then it's night, we see a paintbrush dripping with paint, and he goes to destroy Sarah's painting, which he showed at family night, by drawing stick figures. He painted stick figures on it. Well, Amy gets accused. She finds the paint on Slappy's hands, and then when they do family night again, Slappy takes over and starts insulting everyone, and when Sarah's trying to get him off, no, Amy, not Sarah. Sarah's the older sister. He's like glued himself to her. She's like, ugh. Finally, Sarah pries him off. She throws Slappy, but of course, as usual, no one believes her. So she throws Slappy in his chest, she closes it, but then unfortunately, when her friend Margot comes by with her sister, the sister gets him out and then insults her friend when Amy takes him. And then he grabs a little baby sister's hand, squeezes it, and whenever Amy's mother comes in, he goes, uh-oh, let's it go. And then Margot gives really bad acting. Well, you're just a liar, big fat liar. I never want to see you again, not ever. My brother, when he saw that, he kept screaming the acting, and this is terrible. Well, hopefully they did improve over time. Can't always get a great performance everywhere. Well, that night, Slappy breaks out of his chest, waking Amy up. we didn't see him moving in the shadow with the, you can tell it's just some guy moving him like this. And Mr. Marbles from Seinfeld was a little bit more, more convincing and a little bit more clear. He picks up the dad's guitar. He's getting ready to clobber him with it. And then Amy tackles him down and breaks the guitar. And of course, they're doing that cliche, which is definitely something that R.L. Stine has, to me, worn out in his Goosebumps books, where they know what's going on. They tell their parents don't believe them. No one believes them until they finally show them the physical evidence, which means being an eyewitness to what's going on. This gets old. This has gotten old badly. Yeah, I know why they do it, but it doesn't change the fact that since we're the ones watching it, we know they're telling the truth. So when we hear the people dismiss it, yeah, we like, just believe them already. Well, Amy gets rid of Slappy by shoving him down a storm drain. She even gives him a boot. Finally, she throws him and then kicks him his feet all the way in. But when she comes home, Sarah's mopping the floor, and it shows the tiny footprints. Amy follows him to her bedroom. Well, she goes in the room. She sees him under the bed, but when she looks under, he's right behind her. That old cliche. He then tells her now he's made her a slave, and if she doesn't do what he says, he'll make her everyone would think you're so crazy they'll lock her up. She tackles him. Sarah shows up. He now gives himself away for no reason at all by lifting up and saying, "Hey, Sarah, wanna play?" They both scream. The lights, for some reason, go out, but you can still see perfectly. It's that routine. They get a flashlight when we can still see everything. He gets that mop. Well, it's a weapon. Slappy goes up. It goes up on the chandelier. She tries to get him. He goes, "I've seen better swings on playground. I've seen better swings on playground, but too." He grabs her by the ankle when he hides under the sofa. She trips and falls down, drops the most. She's trying to reach for him. Like, I think you can just move a little bit closer to it instead of just staying right there. And Sarah's not doing anything either. Then character shows up and saves them by tackling Slappy. His head hits the fireplace, and when his head shatters, it seems to be made out of, well, plaster, I'm guessing, because it breaks so easily and it's completely hollow inside. That green mist comes out. The parents show up. Sarah now tells Amy was telling the truth and that Jed saved them, but Jed shows up and says, "What did I do?" And then they turn and see Dennis standing on the coffee table, now talking like Goofy from Goof Troopers. I thought it was the same actor when I first heard it, but no, it's not. It's a different guy. And he's like, "It's good to be back in the family again." But when it closes with him laughing, it actually is pretty evil sounding, so it does kind of fit. Well, Night Living Dumb and Do is a really good episode. The acting is definitely not Academy Award winning, and it is silly over the fact that no one believes her. We know, we're like, come on, guys, she's telling the truth. But yeah, that ain't gonna happen. And yeah, it's a good episode. You haven't seen it yet, check it out. You can find it on the internet, I'm pretty sure. And if you go to the Goosebumps channel, I believe that's what it's called, you watch the original airing with the commercial breaks. And I am a big fan, because back in 2008, I wrote a book myself, Terror in the Attic. Well, it's reversed because, cameras do that. Okay, I'll flip it when I show this. I went under the name S.S. Gibson, and I used a picture of me on it. Yeah, I don't look that. Yeah, I've really aged since then. But when I lost when James A. Rock Publishing went out of business, I republished it on a Kindle book. Changed the cover. There I am again in a negative form. Oh goodness. Mine is about a killer ventriloquist dummy named Chip, who is a guardian to a Carson family that moves into the house, and anytime someone trespasses or doesn't obey what they ask him to do, he goes out and just gets rid of them in a murdering way. It's an R-rated book. It's not a heavy R, it's just R-rated. It's not gory or anything, except how, well, there are some deaths. Okay, first victim falls down the stairs with his throat slit. Second victim is a babysitter, gets shot in the arrow, falls down the stairs, breaks her neck. Third victim gets his face smashed in with a bowling ball. Third victim, throat slit. The fifth victim, final one, yeah, I only got body count of 5, gets shot with a nail gun. The main character is Travis Carson, this is not what I exactly pictured, but we hired an artist, and this is what the artist drew, and yeah, I'll admit, I never liked this cover. This is the one that I prefer. And it's now available at lulu.com because I lost my Kindle book account. I got it in both ebook and paperback. The main character, Travis, is a 12-year-old boy who takes on Chip at the very end in a very long chapter in a big, brutal fight. Yeah, but that's all I'm going to be sharing with y'all, because if you want to check it out, yeah, I'd appreciate it, but if you don't want to, don't bother. So when I got it on Amazon Kindle book, yeah, someone in, I think it was the UK, bought a paperback. They gave it a 4 out of 5, and they said it takes a little while to get to the creepy stuff, but, I was okay with that. 4 out of 5 ain't bad. Well, thanks for watching. And happy 30th anniversary of the Goosebump episode. Living Dummy 2, and R.L. Stein, you're still my favorite author.